Ren from Hallowed Be Thy Game, and today I'm going to share with you my most anticipated RPG releases. Let's check it out. Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of Hallowed Be Thy Game. Ren here, and I need to quit wanting every JRPG on the planet, but I can't. But there's so many coming out that I kind of wanted to have a one-stop shop for the month of December and honestly kind of the end of November onward through all of 23, just for all the games that are on my radar. This is obviously not an exhaustive list, but I got over 30 RPGs and JRPGs here. Mostly JRPGs, but I mean, you know who you're watching. Anyways, now if there's a game coming out that's not on this list, please help everyone out and put it down in the comments so we can all get on this fun. Massive list today, so I'm going to try to move quick. Now for every game, it'll be timestamped down in the description. I've tried to put platforms and release dates when they were possible. Some of these are subject to vary, but I try to include just games that I am almost entirely positive are coming out next year. So without further ado, let's get started. Sea of Stars. This is a game I have been looking forward to, which for what feels like years now. I did get a part of the Kickstarter here. If you're a big fan of Chrono Trigger, the music, the soundtrack, everything is going to be here. The gameplay looks solid. The colors are popping. I cannot wait to get this. This is one of my most hyped releases, and it looks as if it's going to be releasing at some time in 23 finally. Can't wait. Definitely pick it up. Now, I wanted to get this one in early on the list while I still have your attention, and that is Sword of the Vagrant. This has been on PC for a little bit now, and it can be discounted heavily, but this is coming to all consoles in December of this year, December 22, depending on when you're watching this. This is honestly near the top of my list. I fully believe this is going to be a hidden gem. The Vanillaware aesthetic to this, mixed with almost like a Code of Princess type combat system, it looks excellent. I'm all in. I can't wait. I will be there day one for this release, and I suggest you do as well. Now, being the massive Persona fan I am legally bound to tell you that Persona 4 Golden and Persona 3 Portable are breaking free of just the PlayStation on January 19th, 2023. This is going to be must play for anyone who's never played these before, and honestly, being able to play both of these again on modern consoles is going to be excellent. I'm really hopeful for an Asian physical release. I'll be sure to report back and either on Twitter or Discord or even on a YouTube post if I can find there's a physical release coming out. But anyways, definitely be on the lookout for these in January next year. Now, an upcoming release that I think is probably going to slip under the radar for quite a few people is Samurai Maiden. This definitely looks like a Senran Kagura, just Estival versus Ninja Wars, just fan service, fun fest, but it definitely looks like a fun quality action RPG. It's one I'm not going to miss out on. Right now, there are physical pre-orders through Play Asia right now. I'm hopeful this can maybe just get an official Western release, but anyways, December 8th of 2022. Definitely don't miss out on Samurai Maiden if you're looking for just a fun fan service action RPG time. Now, Labyrinth of Galleria, The Moon Society. This is one I don't know a ton about, but a lot of my friends are big fans of this series, which I believe it's a series. Anyways, this is going to be releasing of February 14th of next year. I could see this definitely being one that flies under the radar and might be hard to obtain physically at some point. Anyways, I hear the combat system and everything here is great, and the characters look fun and enjoyable. Definitely one to pick up if you're looking for something a little bit off the beaten path. Now, it is a great time to be a Legend of Heroes fan, and we have Trails to Azure releasing next year on March 14th, and also Trails to Reverie releasing what appears to be summer of next year. Anyways, the Legend of Heroes series is just a mammoth series to be lost in. If you're a fan of just strong character dramas and quality, well-tuned turn-based combat, definitely do not miss out on the Trails of series. I've never played Trails to Azure. I am extremely hyped for this. And also, Trails to Reverie is looking great. I want to see a little bit more on it. But anyways, definitely don't miss out on these if you're looking for just JRPGs to be lost in. Now, honestly, one of my most hyped releases for this year got pushed back to next year, and that is Granblue Fantasy Relink. I am an absolute sucker for action RPGs, and this one is looking so quality. I'm getting a lot of feelings from like Tales of Arise, which was my game of the year when it came out. Freaking love those games. I'm so excited to see what the Granblue fantasy universe has to offer. I'm loving the character art. I'm loving just the combat animations. This is absolutely a must pick up for me next year. Are you interested in picking up Granblue Fantasy Relink? Let me know in the comments. Eiyuden Chronicles 100 Heroes, if I'm saying that correctly. Anyways, this feels like it has been coming out for so long, and it is beyond time for it to do so. Suikoden fans are just frothing at the mouth to pick this up, and I don't blame them. This is looking gorgeous. The art design and just the HD 2D era is just god tier, and I'm so freaking happy we're getting more and more releases like this. I'm just excited for the future of this art style. But anyways, the combat system and everything is looking chef's kiss good. Definitely don't miss out on Eiyuden Chronicle 100 Heroes. Speaking of the HD 2D art style, we have Octopath Traveler 2 is releasing February of next year. I'm very excited that this series is continuing. I'm really hopeful for a less segmented storyline. I can't wait to hear what amazing soundtrack has to offer, the gorgeous vistas, and just the graphics of this. I can't wait to get my hands on it. February is going to be a massive month for JRPG fans. Now, what is quite possibly one of the most anticipated and highly looked for releases next year is Final Fantasy XVI. Oh my god, I cannot wait. And I'm so stoked. You know, Final Fantasy is almost like a double-edged sword to where, you never know what you're going to get with the next entry. And this new action RPG combat system, kind of mixed with just the style and flair that you would get from the Devil May Cry series. My god, I cannot wait. Just the epic, grandiose scale of the giants fighting each other. Just the dark and gritty nature. I'm excited that it's returning to like a medieval fantasy. I'm interested to see how like the party and camaraderie feels, because Final Fantasy always feels very integral with like the chummy nature between the party. I don't know how else to really say that. So I'm interested to see, because it appears that we're just going to be playing as one character. Anyways, I'm fascinated. This is without question a day one release for me. Cannot wait. And a very upcoming release for the Final Fantasy series is Final Fantasy Crisis Core Reunion. Do not miss out on this one. This is coming up quick on us in December 13th of this year. I can't wait to see this because, they've kind of undersold this as just like a remaster touch-up, but here's a brand spanking new combat system. The UI's been just kind of updated. The graphics and everything look fantastic. I think you could have called this a remake and been just fine. Anyways, I can't wait to see where the storyline goes, because they're going to sprinkle in some little surprises and goodness for us hardcore Final Fantasy VII fans. I cannot wait to experience Zack's story again. I love it. I can't wait. It can't get here fast enough. And of course, Final Fantasy VII Remake Rebirth. Oh my god. This is Final Fantasy VII R2. Oh my god. I'm like nervous for this. I don't want to give away any spoilers, but this is my personal most hyped release for next year of anything. I can't wait to see where the story's going. I can't wait to just, go through all of Nibelheim and all that stuff again. Oh my god. I can't wait, and it's looking friggin' excellent. Oh my god, more of Cloud and Tifa. I can't be upset. Now, another early release for next year from Nintendo is Fire Emblem Engage. This one has been very interesting to me. Fire Emblem Engage is releasing early next year, and I really love kind of like a visual return to form for like almost like a 3DS type Battlefield aesthetic. This is one that I'm looking to pick up as close to release as possible, but man, January and February are friggin' powerhouse releases. But this is one that's definitely on my radar, and I would hate for you all to miss out on it. Now, one game that was announced almost a year ago, and it's kind of baffling to me that we haven't heard anything else since, but it appears that it is going to be releasing in 23, and that is Metal Slug Tactics. I'm pretty new to delving in further to the SRPG genre and tactics style games, but with Tactics Ogre coming out and, triangle strategy, it has my interest piqued to see where this just gorgeous art style can go with Metal Slug Tactics. It's looking fantastic. I'm head over heels for the anime art style, and just like the combat animations and everything just looks so charming. This looks extremely fun. I can't wait to get my hands on it, and I'm hoping for an early to mid release in 23. Now moving right along, we have another upcoming release, Chained Echoes. I'm so happy this game is coming out. For a while, I hadn't heard anything about this, and I was really hoping to get in on the Kickstarter on this, but I was a little late to the party. Anyways, Chained Echoes is releasing. This looks like such a classic, loving, turn-based RPG. I'm very hopeful for this one. I haven't heard a ton about it, but I'm excited to see where this goes and how it's received. But this is one that's on my radar, and I think it should be on yours too. This is releasing December 7th of this year, so definitely keep an eye on it. One of the most successful and greatest anime to ever be created, One Piece, is having a pretty massive release come out early next year, and that's One Piece Odyssey. I love everything I see about this. I've never really been into One Piece, and there's no real reason for it. It's just one of those things I never got around to. But I just recently picked up the One Piece JRPG for the 3DS, and I am so in love with it. I'm having a lot of fun. Anyways, I'm excited to see how this one does. The graphics and everything look fantastic. This is definitely one that I'm going to be looking to pick up at some point next year. One Piece Odyssey, are you picking it up? Now, Nintendo's being extremely gracious with Front Mission fans out there, and it's about doggone time. Front Mission First Remake is coming out next year, and we also have Front Mission 2 Remake releasing at some point later. Anyways, these games look absolutely phenomenal. SRPG fans can rejoice. We got some absolute quality heavy hitters coming to the Switch. It's looking excellent, and definitely one to keep on your radar. Now, one of my most hyped releases for next year, you knew it had to be here, is Atelier Ryza 3. Oh my god, February can't get here fast enough, but man, let me tell you, my wallet is going to be screaming in February. Anyways, Atelier Ryza, I love it. It got me into the series. I'm head over heels for it, and I can't wait to see how the world exploration and crafting system kind of evolves in this third entry. I'm assuming this is going to be Ryza's last entry, and with her story, I can't wait to see where it goes. I'm hoping for a happy ending. Are you into the Atelier Ryza games? Let me know down in the comments. Tales of Symphonia is easily one of the most beloved JRPGs of all time. There is just a rabid fan base for this, and I'm excited that it's getting a remaster and port to modern consoles. This is definitely one that I think is mandatory gaming for anyone who loves action RPGs, or if you're especially a newer Tales fan, maybe you just recently played Tales of Rise and you want to see one of the heavy hitters of the previous games, definitely pick up Tales of Symphonia Remastered. It's looking fantastic. Now, Danik is my resident Yakuza fan, and he is over the moon hyped for Like a Dragon Ishin to be coming to modern consoles. This is looking so epic, dark, gritty, excellent. I still am late to the party with Yakuza. I know, it's a shame. Easily one of my biggest gaming embarrassments, but this is definitely one I'm hoping we can cover on the channel because it's looking friggin' epic. Like a Dragon Ishin releasing next year. Now, let me tell you, if you had told me back in the day that Megaman was a great turn-based RPG, I would have been very confused. Anyways, Metal Man Battle Network is extremely beloved. I'm kind of finding out retroactively just how incredible fun these games were. So now I am hooked. I am so hyped to pick up the collection that's going to be coming to consoles next year. This is looking excellent. Just the graphics and everything. I'm a sucker for that art style. The combat looks fun and enjoyable. Definitely a must pick up for me next year. Hello, my name is Ren, and I am addicted to Sword Art Online games. I'm not going to pretend that these games are the highest quality. I'm not going to try to defend myself, but I will say they are fun. I always have a good time. I've mentioned these types of games before. They're comfort food to me. Look, I love the anime. I've loved all the games I've played so far. And yes, I am going to be picking up Sword Art Online Last Recollection next year. Extremely excited to see. Hopefully this runs pretty well on modern consoles. But regardless, I'm going to pick it up. Now, Trinity Trigger is a game that I've only recently heard of, and this is looking very cool. I love the art style. I love everything I'm seeing here, and it's one that I have my eye on. I'm not sure if I'm going to pick this one up at release, but I'm definitely going to be looking to find out more about it because it has piqued my interest. Trinity Trigger, have you heard of this? Are you going to be picking it up? Let me know in the comments. Now, at long last, Suikoden 1 and 2 are getting an HD remaster, and all I can say is it's about doggone time. These look fantastic. These are games that have been heralded to me as some of the greatest turn-based games ever made. They've set a high bar, but I'm confident it's easily going to surpass my expectations. I'm really excited that these are coming back. These are absolutely at the top of my list of games I want to pick up next year. Suikoden 1 and 2, have you played them? Are you going to be picking up this remastered collection? Let me know in the comments. Now, one game that kind of pops up every once in a while that, you know, there's not a ton of hype about, but I'm friggin' hyped for it, is Stellar Blade. Look, I love me some action RPGs, and this one looks like it comes with that in spades, along with some fan service. Anyways, this is looking fantastic. I'm loving everything I'm seeing about this. This has definitely grabbed my interest. I'm going to be giving this one a shot regardless. But the combat and everything, it looks stylish, it looks absurd, in your face. Hey, you're speaking my language. Definitely going to be picking this up. Now, I kind of wanted to give honorable mentions that I'm not convinced are going to be releasing next year, but I think there is a strong chance that at least one of them or two of them will. Anyways, first off, that would be the Dragon Quest III HD 2D remake. I wish we could hear some more about this. I was so hopeful we would get this year. Anyways, it's friggin' gorgeous. I will be there day one. I'll be there day zero if possible. This is looking fantastic. I've never played Dragon Quest III before, but just the art style and everything of this, I'm hooked. I'm ready. Please release next year. And also the Advance Wars 1 and 2 remakes. I think they look great. I'm excited and hopeful that these could come out next year. And with that, there you have it. There's over 30 JRPGs and RPGs that I'm extremely looking forward to next year and also for the rest of this year. Anyways, was there any game not on today's list that you're hyped for? Please let me know down in the comments. I am more than confident I'm going to be seeing a game that I'm like, oh crap, how could I forget that? Anyways, there's just so much. I just want to give a massive thank you to the channel members and patrons. Your support is just fantastic. You all rock. Thank you so much. Like this video if you liked it, subscribe and hit that notification bell for more RPG and JRPG discussion, and until then, I'll see you all next time.